In today's video I'll show you how to create this lettering animation in After Effects. Hey, my name is Manuel. We're gonna use Thicc Stroke from plugin Everything. It's like the tapered shape strokes coming with After Effects, but better. And it's completely free to use. The link is in the description. Oh, this is not sponsored by the way. I've used it in some of my recent client projects and really love it, so stick around. Now let's dive in. This is a simple path I imported from Illustrator. Let's add Thicc Stroke. Mask 1, our path is already selected. Path is open, we don't need to force it open. Mode start and end. Let's set the width start to 40. You could do really fun stuff by massively increasing the values. But we set the end width to 40 for now as well. The width multiplier, also really fun. Don't need that right now. Cap round is fine. Width interpolation smooth always looks better in my opinion, especially if you scale one end up. Here's the difference between linear and smooth. Let's set the end back to 40. Now to my favorite option, color. You can choose up to 4 colors, which is amazing. I think 3 is enough for this path. Let's begin the gradient with orange. Next I think pink would look great. And let's end with a bright yellow. Of course you could switch colors, change the cycle. And what is really convenient, reverse draw order, which changes the parts of the stroke that are behind. You probably know trim paths already, but you can influence the width or end color. They move along with your start or end point, which is awesome. We set it to color. Finally, let's raise the quality a little bit. Enough talking, let's actually animate. We set a keyframe for the end and set it to 0%. Press U to see the keyframes in the timeline. At 48 frames, we set it to 100%. See how the gradient follows the endpoint? Awesome. But the movement is too linear right now. So let's adjust the speed. We go to 8 frames and move the end down to the corner. Then we move to 14 frames and move the end to this top curve here. We set keyframes where we want the line to slow down. Usually that's curves like the top of the E, corners like these two of the Y shape. Next we select all keyframes and open the graph editor. Make sure the snap icon is activated and edit speed graph is selected. We start with the first one. Move it down, drag the handle to the right for a slow start. Then a sharp curve. It almost stops, so we move these points down almost to the 0 line. Then a curve. Not as far down as the last one. And another curve of the E. Finally, 2 corners. We move the points further down. Make sure these speed curves are all nice and smooth. Awesome. Let's shift colors. I want it to end with yellow. The speed seems fine for me, otherwise I would adjust the keyframes in the timeline. Next we need to add some motion to this path. We set a mask path keyframe at 8 frames. At 10 frames, just after the endpoint past the corner, we move this bottom point down a few pixels. After the stroke passed the top curve, we copy and paste the first keyframe here. So that we have the original form again, but then move this curve up a little bit. We move on like that. Basically 1 or 2 frames after the endpoint passed a curve or corner, we copy and paste the first mask path keyframe and adjust the form a little bit. One last time, the first keyframe. Then we add easy ease to all keyframes. Nice. Let's add another layer of detail though. We duplicate the solid and name it drop. Set the width start to 0, the width end to 55. slightly bigger than our stroke. Then we set the color mode to solid and choose white. Set the start point to 95% and the influences setting to width and color. Width alone would be enough though. There's our drop, which reveals the path. We press U to see all keyframes in the timeline. Then we simply move backwards in the timeline. We set a keyframe for the start value, press U again. The end is 75, so 70%. All start values are 5% lower than the end values. 0 at the beginning. Which is too fast, we need to move that first keyframe to the right. Alright, and we set the endpoint of the solid here right after it reached the end. One last thing, let's add even more details. With no layer selected, we grab the pen tool and draw a path along the first letter. Use the Convert Vertex tool to adjust the form. Stroke width 4 pixels wide. We add trim paths, set the start and end value to 0, set a keyframe for the end. Let's set it to 0 for real now. At 7 frames, set it to 90. At 12 frames to 100%. The start point, at 2 frames we add a keyframe. 7 frames in, set it to 30%. At 12 frames, set it to 100. And add easy ease to all keyframes. Trim the layer. Then we offset it so that it trails the big shape by a few frames. Now you gotta keep it up until it looks somewhat like this. On the left side, I've added some videos you might like, so see you there in a second. Subscribe to my channel on the right side, I'd really appreciate it. And hit the bell to get notified when my next video is coming out. Thanks so much for watching, see you in the next video, bye!